Hello and welcome. I am Carl. We are finally at the last of the 4 videos for the first 20 games in OP14. Fortunately, similarly to before, we mostly play OP14 leaders and we mostly win. So I hope you enjoy the games. So let's see how far we can go. We're creating a lobby this time. Give me an OP14 leader. You know what? Anything except Emo, really. Because I know some of the OP14 matchups are not as easy as the others. But I think nothing is, for one, more difficult than the Emo matchup. And for two, I'm interested in practicing them and seeing how they go. Okay, well, that's better than the first. That's annoying. Nice for him to have just as the tempo. But I feel like he always has Dawn active. Um, we just play the Lafitte here. There's the stage. We'll put the Kuzan up as high as we can to draw with it. We can't use this to search for a black hole, so just drawing into a Caribou's nice. But it does draw us into something playable. If we're just looking for something playable, then the work here is actually better. And then the draw off of that, if we're trying to survive, we want to get the 2k. Next up, Mihawk, Decklist. Let's see. Gotta remember for the on plays. If I remember correctly, there wasn't really much to worry about until 5. So, and 5, he has what? The Bonnie to stun something. Or the Perona. Freezing 2/5 cost. Pretty disgusting. I don't have a Burgess to play. So I guess the right turn here is just a bunch of searchers, but if I don't find like a Lafitte with the stage or the My Age, then it'll be a really awkward turn. Well, let's see here. Okay, so we found the Lafitte. All is good. Lafitte, boom. We don't have a 5-cost Kuzan yet. We also don't have a Burgess. We have enough of the others, so we just take a 5-cost. I think the best thing to top deck is the finger gun, just to kill something and go for game later on. We swing 5 life. Okay, so it does defend against it. I will trash one of my 6 costs here, or a Shiryu. I'll just trash Shiryu. I'll grab a Lafitte, not that I had much of a choice. On play is now on 5. He will have the Perona to play. But I don't have anything he could freeze except for the Lafitte, which he wants to kill anyways. He could play the Bonnie, and then it would freeze one of my Dawn, and then instead of 6, I would be at 5, but I can still play the 5-cost Kuzan, which is fine, so I'll protect a card. I'll save a card and just leave it. His best play is probably the Toshigi anyways. If he plays it, we cannot kill it, because it has protection. Otherwise, it would be nice to just clean, like, boop, gone. Okay, but he doesn't have it. He goes wide. What is this Kinemon? Okay, so it's just the same leader ability twice. Alright, cool. Because I guess he can't use his because there's no character with a cost of 5 or more. On KO, rest up to one of your opponent's cards. Unconditionally. Well, that's nice and fair. Well, he swings, I play the 5 cost. Guess I can also just finger pistol it. Toshigi only protects herself, right? Yeah. So worst case, I get rid of this with finger pistol when the time is right. I think this goes through. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. And now I'm just gonna rid of a black hole, grab. Do I have a 2k? I don't have a 2k, and I feel like it could be worth it. Leave the black hole up top. We just play the 6-cost Kuzan. Guess he could try to rest it with something. 7 Shanks. Right, he has the Shanks. Yeah, so he can rest the 6-cost. That's better for me than him resting the 5-cost. If he has the Shanks, that'll be a problem. Perona can't stun the Kuzan, Bonnie doesn't have anything that would really apply here. I guess he has the law. Um, if he does have the law, then he can bounce the Kikunoju and get another 5 cost. That would be a lot of tempo. So I don't think I want to let him do that. Gonna trash. I think on 8 I might play another Kuzan until a feat. Do I have a target? I don't have a target, so I will actually trash the 5 cost Kuzan because I don't have a Burgess or Kuzan and trash. And in case the Kuzan dies for some reason, it would be nice to have an actual target. Worst case for me here is Shanks. I avoided the law worst case scenario, so I just have to hope he doesn't have Shanks. And yeah. Okay, no Shanks, nice. Do I just drop the Lafitte? Thing is, I'm planning to play Kuzan. I think I might just take the free block. I don't have like a Burgess I can get out like as soon as possible, so I'll just keep my blocker available. Although I suppose one could argue that it's nice to have the Kuzan on the board, just for the sake of Yep, we read that correctly. Just for the sake of having 2 swings into this Kinemon, with the Kuzan, basically, it's not a problem because it's fine if I guess he can rest a card, right? So he can actually rest one of my Dawn, which is annoying. I think he might do that anyways now, if I swing into it. Otherwise, I think I'll play the 6 cost and the Lafitte. If he rests something, well, does he want to let this go that easily? Is the question. So we'll see how he reacts to this. He might just let it go and be like, huh, I get to rest the Kuzan. And he might decide to defend it. While I want to take my age might find me more Burgesses. I need to make sure, I guess I get the 10 cost next soon. I need Burgesses in the trash for this to actually proc something. And now 7 into this, he lets it go, he rests 1 Dawn, it's fine for me. It's my turn. Did he rest up to one of your opponent's cards? I think cards includes Dawn, so maybe he just didn't know. Well, not that it would matter. Play the Kuzan. Do I play the Stronger? Shanks doesn't have immunity, right? So he's a 7 cost. Stronger Finger Pistol actually kills him, so I will play this, oddly enough. I'll definitely trash the Burgess. Wait. The problem is his high end actually doesn't have on play. Oh no, it does. The Doffy and the thingy, but that's on 9. That's on 10 and he's still at 9. The problem is if I don't turn off on plays, something like Perona doesn't matter. Something like Bonnie would be annoying. Frieza Kuzan, I don't get the procs. Law would be annoying. Law into Bonnie. I will trash the Burgess. Next turn, Stronger Black Hole kills the Tashigi, and Stronger Finger Gun kills the Mihawk. Okay, rest another. No, I can't rest this, so I can't proc. So go fuck yourself. TLDR. The 5 life. Do I give up the Lafitte? I don't have anything better to play, and I don't have like draw for it or something. Well, he only has another 5k swing, so I can see what I get first. I can I play stronger to get rid of this. Stronger finger pistol. Maybe a Lafitte would be nice, but this stupid Kikunojo. I guess Doc Q is really nice against this cancer of a card. I think I commit to the stronger combo here, which means I'm fine. I need to counter out of this. And I think dropping the Lafitte is better than the stronger. I trash the black hole or something else, whatever. I get rid of this. I don't think there's anything you can do to prevent that. My trash goes up a lot, but I don't have... Okay, so I'll be playing Finger Gun and Burgess and maybe Caribou plus draw a card. So I could actually keep the Burgess just to get it on board. But so in that case, I would be dropping the Caribou to make sure I start to actually have a body on board. One down short, because that would be a nice play. Okay, Burgess is big, play one. I guess I keep both up. So it's one kind of sad 6k swing life. We cycle through a Kuzan and trash to prevent his 10 costs actually are powerful so from here on it's not really much of a debate. 5 cost. I guess I should have done that first, huh? And then in case I hit Kuzan, I can play that and draw a card. So that was just like an actual big mistake. Did he take the hit? He did. Okay, so well maybe he probably would have countered out of the 5k swing. So it ended up okay, but obviously this would have been nicer to be able to play the Kuzan. I only have one Burgess in trash, so one of these Kuzans will not be able to turn into another Burgess, but it will be able to turn into a Kuzan. I think the first thing in transition to will actually be a Kuzan. Yeah, I don't think it really has rushers I'm worried about, so I will just block this. If he wants to if he wants to swing for 5 twice, swing for 5 twice. I suppose if he plays a big body like the Mihawk and swings 5, that would be very annoying. I was about to say, did I turn off on plays? I did. But he does have the big body. He rests the Kikunoju. Why not rest the coffin? Okay. Yeah, this helps. Might get me a 5 cost. It does not get me a 5 cost. So I'll just grab a stage because I'm trying to trash something. How many Kuzans do I have left? There's 1, there's 2. Okay, so there's 2 still left. That's something. They are both there. So, yeah, we play this. We grab... Oh, nice Valkyrie. But I have to trash him. Sadly. You know, it'd be nice, like a 4 or 5 cost that, like, you know, the turn I'm played, activate main, draw a card, you know, just for as like a combo with Kuzan to get an extra card without having to pick like a Lafitte. Burgess or Shiryu. Shiryu would just get rid of that stupid Kikunoju once and for all. But I think Burgess is just too big of a threat to not play here. And while it would be nice to play Valkyrie, you know, perfect, blocker, yada yada. The power he gets with the Doffy or the Laon Beppo one play is just too much. So we swing 11 here. He has a lot of Dawn left. Is there any event that I'm like mega scared of? Tricrism just gives 4,000. The Paradise Waterfall just unrests something, which I'm not too worried about. So we are fine here. We just go 9 face and then 11 face. I'm guessing the 9 gets countered by events and the 11 goes through. We weren't able to do anything about... Okay, both goes through. Okay, that's cool. We obviously leave these up. Problematic would be Deadman's Game. That would potentially just destroy us. Deadman's Game rests these, and he can actually still kill the one Burgess that's rested. without problem actually. The shanks, it's like he still has the on left and all that. So Deadman's Game completely screws us. Do we have a third Burgess in trash? I don't think we do. So that kind of hurts because as soon as we block with Kuzan and we make a 5-cost vulnerable, he'll swing into that instead. We can block once, grab another one. He can swing into another one, I suppose, but because he plays the Lawn Beppo anyways. He has still the 5k, 5k, so he can still get rid of the... Okay, so he does play the 6-cost. And he can... Okay, so he can't actually swing with the Kikunojo. So I block this and I grab myself... Do I grab myself 5-cost Kuzan? Or do I grab myself the Devon? Because the Devon will basically make me go for game next turn. If I'm going for game next turn, then Devon is better than Kuzan. He doesn't have blockers. He doesn't have aura or something of any sort. I would play the Devon, and then he has like events, right? He's gonna have 3 Dawn left to do that with. So probably, 2 events that, 3 events even potentially. I need to get 2 attacks through, but I only have 2 guaranteed big ones. I could do like, 11, like, yeah, like 5, 11, 11, 12, 12. First put everything onto the Devon for the banish. 15k face, 16k face. With banish, if he doesn't counter out of it, then I do 2 12k swings, and then he's probably just dead. I think the Devon is a fine choice. What would it require for him to get out of this? Basically, he can only take 1 hit, right? So out of 3 other like 12k swings basically, because I also have this little mini one. Out of 3 12k swings, he needs to counter all of them. This one goes through, and then needs to counter 3 12k swings, which I think is not feasible. This should just be game. I'll take the 10 cost. Just kind of see where this goes. With all the events, I think I just do 5 and then 16 with banish. If he can counter out of that, he's still kind of screwed. I guess I do 5-5, eat 2 cards, 16. He doesn't have anything that he could like restand or something. If he manages to counter out of this, like event, 2k, 2k, he's still at 5 cards. And then those little thingies go through, so yeah, we just we do 2 small swings here, one with Kuzan, one with leader. Then we trash this to grab, I guess, a blocker if we have one. Is it too much to go 16 with her? Because if he can't counter 16, then these 2 swings will be enough, right? The question is, can he counter 16? 2 times 11 also works for this scenario. In both, he would need to counter out, but this is even higher, so he would need to counter out of a 16k swing. That's the question here. Can he counter out of a 16k swing? Suppose I can just do 11 first, because then I mean, it makes it easier for him to counter. But he has to counter first. Then he can't counter the Devon swing. He can get out of it. It's possible to get out of this. Like 4K, 4K, 4K. Would put him at 17, and then he's out. And then he would still die to Burgess. So I think it doesn't matter. Trash, grab a Shiryu for defensive purposes. And then we still do all of these. Boop. Gain, banish. 16 life. Good luck defending against that. Oh my god, for a moment I was worried about the trigger. He takes it. Can I go? Yeah, I can go to 12, so I should do that. Boom. Very impressive. Can you do it again, though? He cannot. Alright, GG. I think that means we're 2 or 3-0 against Zoro. I'd have to check on the sim. Not on the sim, but on the rank thingy. My leaders teach. No, that's for the West. Eastern. My leaders teach. Okay, now I'm 13 out of 15. It still just shows these. I guess if I scroll, it should actually get to the OP14 ones at some point. No, it doesn't. For some reason. Yeah, whatever. Oh, clicked on it again and now it works. Okay. Yeah, I'm 3-0 against Mihawk. 2-0 against Luffy. Nice. I have to pause for a moment and charge my headset. And we continue. You know why we continue? Because our headset finished charging. Not signed into the authentication service. God damn it. Because I disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I need to reboot the app. That's unfortunate. I wonder if it'll take long enough. It's riveting content as well, by the way. Alright, we're rebooting. What's black screen for you guys ahead to it, right? Beautiful. I wonder if it still has the audio, despite the fact that the app that I am, selected to stream is not showing. Will it work? It worked. And my opponent didn't leave yet. Absolutely beautiful. Gonna, make the poor guy wait just before I kick his ass. Boa. Okay, well, people are worried about Boa. So, alright, this guy is like 3 times my elo. Well, to be fair, we're just getting started. Our win rate is pretty disgusting. He chose to go second. We will now, once again, look up the Boa decklist. Some of them include like the Nami that I know is in like basically not accessible to us. Why is it loading so slowly? Well, we're mulligan this anyway, don't have to worry about that. Okay, well, could be worse. I don't think he even has 1-cost searchers, so we just leave it at this. I guess he has like the 2 costs that let him rearrange his life. But if he wants to swing with those, oh, he does have Sengoku, right? That's annoying. Well, we don't like waste the swinging into it because, well, we're not trying to swing into anything like life anyways. Okay, so we know he has a femur, and he knows we know. Black all on top to go for game. Mages, Lafitte. Yeah, we're definitely not swinging here. We'll grab a stage. I think it's roughly fine order-wise. At 4, he could have Boa, I suppose. Pudding. We have 6 cards, so he could play Pudding. Now he knows that we have a stage, so maybe he wants to get rid of it. But yeah, okay. He's happier. I guess now we can't kill the Sengoku. We could swing for 6. And then if he wants to give us the boa, he can. Like we take 1 damage, but we're rid of the boa, which is a deal we would absolutely take. But yeah, that's not happening. I could drop the Shiryu and stage. There's no point even swinging. But I think we still just play the 5 cost. We want to draw as much as we can. The stage 1 turn delay is fine. He's gonna be at 6 now, which means he has the Kuzan available, and we do not want that. So leader ability will be active from here on out. I think we just play the 5 cost. I don't think the 1 cost Sengoku is crucial here. So we just play the 5 cost and trash, I guess, the Shiryu. Yeah, I suppose going second is better for him because he gets the 6 cost earlier, and he does have nice 4 costs to play. Where do we go from here? Next turn on 7, I think we just play stage and Kuzan. Here he probably plays 1 body and swings like 7/7 or something. I can't play swing 7/7. Okay, teach. Alright, fucking traitor. Well, it was insane in Doffy just for the ridiculous tempo. But here, I'm not convinced this is a great card. I mean, the dude has like, he's at 500 million or something, so he's must have some idea of what he's doing. Maybe this is worth it, you know, the tempo is good enough. He does get 2 7k swings out of this, so the highest he can get with this is a 6k swing. And I think we swing out of 1 7k here. I guess he does have a very wide board, so we may get more value out of it afterwards. But we have a good amount of cards in the hand. I think we just 2k, 1k this. And I think we just do exactly what we predicted we would. I think we activate, do I? I can get rid of the teach with the Shiryu. I can get rid of the boa, like, you know, I know that I will be killed, like, he will get this procced at some point. The fact that she's a blocker means that's always the case. I guess it's worth it. Just grab the Shiryu, play the 6 cost. Stage first. The blocker's nice. I want to keep the my age. Boom. 10 cost. I'm at 7, so I'd rather just take another Burgess for now. No point swinging. 6 cost. Leader ability. Trash Burgess. Continue. If he wants to lose cards with the teach, fine with me. The Doffy got to play it. And needed the exact 2. So it worked out. This is not terrifyingly impressive. Okay, that we KO. Yeah, we get to kill this. Beautiful. That was a hard misplay from him. I guess if he wants to play 6 cost, 2 cost, you know, but and also not play teach. What is this teach supposed to do? Just go -1 for 2 Dawn? Not impressive. I think I'm grabbing the Burgess now. We're closing in on the 10 cost so that I can actually swing. He doesn't have more swings than this. Thing is, I can't swing with the Burgess next turn anyways. I can get rid of the Margaret. With a 5k swing. I have a 5 cost Kuzan actually. So I think I just do that. Use it to kill the Margaret. I don't have a Burgess. I just used this to grab a 5-cost Kuzan. Neat. He could swing 5, I guess. Another one. Does he use the effect again and buff his thingy? Okay. Interesting choice. I think 2k, the VV is more important just as a blocker. There's a Shiryu. We draw a card. These are free. I think the Margaret is also dead. I take a life. Where do I go with this? I'll just take the card here. And also take this. I think this is just bad for him. Just bad card. We play Burgess Shiryu. Guess we can use it to get rid of Teach, just to get rid of a bit more of the blockers. We do definitely grab a Teach here though. Don't need multiple Shiryus. And now we get some searchers through. I guess if I find a Kuzan in this, then I would play Kuzan Shiryu. Okay, I don't, so I made the right choice. Now might as well play this one as well. There's the 10 cost, and now I just want a bit more board. I can play these. That's exactly what I will do. I guess there's a 5 cost, so now I just do that instead, I think. Do I have another Burgess? I do. So I think I just play the 5 cost, turn it into Burgess right away. Thing is then I don't have blockers. I could also turn it into a Shiryu. That may be the better play. Alternatively, I could just play the Shiryu, also just to play VV, but I feel like there's going to be a 5k swing that I can just kind of block with a 1k. And in that case, using the Kuzan is just better. Alternatively, I could be thinking, okay, from here on out, I'm going to start playing 10 cost teaches, right? So I will not be taking life anymore, and I want to have the Burgesses just to swing and kill the Kuma. Have any way to get rid of this from, I think I just have to accept that he's going to heal with that. I could also just perma-stun it with the 10 cost, depending on what he gets to play. I think I want the extra card with the Kuzan. I think it's just a better defensive option, and I will still use, I will still grab the Shiryu for it. I have one in trash, right? So I can draw first. Kuzan is not a bad draw here at all. Do I want to play double Kuzan or do I want to play 10 cost? I think double Kuzan is the play. Get Burgess another blocker and 2 cards. 10 cost on top, we trash. Oh, this hurts because we kind of want all of these, but we trash a VV. And we leave it at that. That took a lot of time, a lot of thinking, but that's just because we're new to the whole thing. As we play this matchup more, we're gonna get faster. Okay, that's just gone. I'm not gonna be able to protect that. We didn't trash a teach. We know one's at the bottom of the deck, so we probably won't see that one again, especially because we just have stage and not really other searchers that we're planning to play. It's gonna be like 10 cost, Kuzan Kuzan, just not enough time for it. But there's other ones. I'm fine with him using leader buildy. I mean, he might want to play something with 6, so if I kill it now, it means he doesn't have the chance to use the ability, and then he won't have Dawn attached to Boa. So, but to be fair, I'll be rid of this anyways if I'm playing, if I'm just swinging into it next turn. If I play the double Kuzan, then I won't want to swing into life. So, I think I just leave this. To be fair, I want to also swing into the Sengoku, but I have the Burgess. I'd probably play the 10 cost next turn, right? So I'm fine with him using that to get the Dawn. But it does mean a bigger swing I need to deal with. Otherwise I can just counter out of it with the Caribou. I'm just gonna get rid of it. 9. Okay, so he's just swinging really big. Okay. Well, not like I could have prevented any of that anyways. I only had bricks. Okay, so he's getting me real low. I think Kuzan is probably the better choice. Okay. So he knows I can't really reliably kill the Kuma. I don't want to let him draw cards by proccing triggers unless I play 10 cost. But the thing is, I only get one swing with that 10 cost. If I play Kuzan, I grab a Burgess and I grab the blocker. I could grab Devon, try to go for game the following turn, but he'll be at 4 life, so it's not really worth it. I think it's worth it to just kill the Kuma. I kill the Kuma, I kill the Sengoku. He has no board. It's not Amazon Lily or Kuja. He has no board. He has 5 life, but no board, and I have some board. I will go up to an 11k swing, so that's definitely dead. We trash this and grab, I guess, a black hole. Do I have a stronger? I don't. We will trash. I think we still trash the black hole. Or a VV for like triple blocker turn someone. I am gonna play Kuzan first. Trash it. Grab another one. I'll trash the My Age for leader ability. I'll just play this first. Devon is better than the forecast here, because he just like won't swing with it right away. Suppose it gets rid of something, so me taking a life. I can't go down to 0 life though, because he has, I know he has Femur, right? So I'm completely cooked. Wait, I need to take Devon. There's a chance he has 2 Femurs and he just spends his next 2 turns. Going big life to kill me. This kills him. I mean, I actually knew he would die earlier, so it's fine. Okay, so if he has double Femur, I guess I just lose, because I will not be able to counter out of that big a swing. So if he uses Femur here, I think I lose. I don't have enough swings on board. All of them will probably go through, but it'll get him to 0 life. Okay, I need to counter this, and I will. Guess I could have blocked 1k. That would have been just objectively better. Okay, so he builds some board that I can't really prevent. I know his last card is Femur. I think I can just play 6 cost Kuzan Vivi. 2 more blocker, but then I can't. It's more bodies, but he'll be swinging. I block. He has nothing basically. If I set up enough of a board, it's possible that I can OTK him. 6 swings would need to go through. I would have, you know, exactly as much as I would need, as this brings out another Burgess, but everything would need to go through, and he would need to top take a lot of counter, which is definitely not guaranteed. The Rayleigh KO counter would be annoying onto the Devon, because it means I need to kind of swing with her first, and he gets more cards right away, but I think it's fine. Does he have any blockers that can get triggered? La 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 la. No. No, he doesn't. Okay. So there's no trigger that really dooms me here. I guess next turn he has that like stun event, I think, that some people run. Slave arrow stuff could be a lot to counter. Do I even have another Burgess? I do. So I could just go for the double blocker. Alternatively, I go 10 cost, I stun this, and do damage. He can get triggers, but he won't be getting draw from it. Can't clear board. And one body isn't enough, but it does mean he goes down to 3 life. Less, actually. But if he gets a trigger, he doesn't need to get a lot of attacks through, right? He has Femur, so he just needs to swing with those, right? The lower ones. And I need to counter out of everything. I don't need Black Hole. It's not like a question here. I think I just take the Kuzan. So I can play 10 cost. I stun one. The leader swing goes through, so I need to counter out of. No, I can block out of that. And then if he gets a trigger, I need to counter out of that. But he can't go that high. I have enough counter here, I think. Basically, I'm just gonna stun this. Boom, boom. Turn off on plays or any counters he may have. And swing life. Now, I basically have to hope that not all of them are like summon triggers, because I can deal with one, but a second summon trigger would be problematic. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Leader or character cards. Are any of them 7 Worlds of the Sea? No, okay. I was wondering if you could double Femur me in one turn. That would be brutal. Let's give this blocker and swing one more. This gets blocked, this gets tanked, and one gets countered, so I'm fine. Does he get the summon trigger? Basically, as soon as he gets one summon trigger, I stop attacking. Because I can block... Wait a moment. Alright, come on. What you gonna do? Yeah, basically, as soon as he gets one trigger, I stop. So I think I'm winning this in either scenario. Because once he gets... Basically, this one will take this. This one gets blocked by the teach. And one I can counter out of, right? Because she can't go above... I can counter out of a 7, an 8, a 9k swing, right? So she can't swing 10 times that much. 10. I think we just block out of this and counter. Gives us the extra life. No reason not to do anything else, right? Yeah. Boop. 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 All gone. And now he can get, I'll go take this. Guess I could have taken the life. I'm gonna lose it anyways. Once I kill something, which I don't really need to. So let's see this, see where we go. Black hole for the lols. I guess 10 cost would have also been fine for the lols. There's the Rayleigh KO, I think, that shoots a 7,000 attack thingy. So we just give this double attack. He can pick something that won't be able to attack with the event, but it's not going to be enough. 11, 7, 9, 11 something. So I guess we do like this. Oh, right, I messed up. I should have trashed for on plays. Whoops. Never punished. I mean, to be fair, let's be honest, it doesn't matter. The only way he could have won this is if the first card he got was a trigger, and pretty sure that promo isn't allowed yet. But hey, looks good, not gonna lie. What does it do? One rested down on play. And a trigger. Okay, that's not actually very. I'm not worried about that. I guess it's a Seven Worlds of the Sea card, huh? Which means that you can give it Femur. And then I guess you can do like, yeah. Well, I guess that's worth keeping in mind. We've passed 200. I think we're 14 out of 16 now. Let's continue. We need to create a private lobby. There we go. 2-0 against Boa, I think. 3-0 against Mihawk. 1-0 against Jimbei. The only OP14 leader I've lost to so far is Doffy, once. And Emo again. God damn it. Okay, well, we have stage. He gets to go second. He mulliganed, but knowing my luck, he's gonna just top deck 2 searchers, so no need to be happy about anything. Take the Lafitte, black hole up top, and turn. Please don't have searchers, please. Fuck. Never a lucky. Oh my god, and really? Like, really? That's... Alright, 7 cards in trash round 1. Oh, he left it on for the Lafitte. So he just didn't use leader ability, huh? Well, on 4, I guess he can swing for 1k. And I don't have a better play, so I have to play into it. That kind of hurts. I don't want to trash the black hole, but I kind of need to turn off the on plays. What did he grab? Oh, he got the Shalaria from it, and then drew Mars. I think I can leave on plays on. Just play Lafitte here, he attaches 1. I guess another 5 cost is, I guess 6 cost also. I'm gonna go with this. He wants to swing and then trash it, which, you know, fair enough. I can, do I defend this? It doesn't really matter. I guess I can block with this, and then he would swing into the Caribou. And then I wouldn't have my blocker, but I would have the Lafitte, so I would get the extra card. Now the Caribou is more important. Shiryu. And he does have the Saturn. That's insane. He has gotten as lucky as you can possibly get. He got second. He mulliganed into a double searcher. He had the, including specifically the 1 cost to kill a feat. And then he still had the top deck Saturn to go with. Got himself another Mars. With Black Hole, he can negate and then shoot my Kuzan, which means I can't freely play him. I'm on my, you know, he has the better curve, so playing the Teach is pointless. This is a very frustrating round. There's so many cards in hand already. Now, he would need to spend 6. He would need to spend all of his Dawn to do minus, to negate and then shoot it. Is that worth it for him? He still, you know, he gets the Mars as a result, as a body, and he still gets to swing with this. Is it worth losing a card over? Does he have everything? Ground Death isn't searchable. He searched Mars repeatedly. I think they play Ground Death 4 times. I'm gonna pass. He can't have everything, right? I guess he can with Mars kill the Caribou either way. So it's arguable to you know, trash just for that. Okay, so he's not going for the ground death version. But the reason why that's like not necessary always is because he does need to trash a card for it. So it's debatable. I suppose, honestly, probably not worth it for me. Probably should have turned off on plays, just because he always gets the kill on Karibu, and potentially gets the kill on Kuzan. We swing into this, we grab ourselves a Burgess, we play another 6-cost Kuzan. Oop. There's another one. I would like the 6-cost here, so I'll play it, see if I find it. I don't. Grab a stage, we trash a stage. We play 5-cost Karibu and leader ability. I don't want to trash Burgess. I mean, I could trash Burgess just so I can activate it right away, but let's see if he loses another card. Through this Mars play now, he has like 3 cards less after defending all this. He's at 6, he has the Elders, I think he has all the Elders in the trash already. I only want, yeah, he has everything. It's the perfect game for him. And when it goes that well, there is sometimes just very little we can do. The Burgess is relatively big, so there's gonna be arrested Burgess anyways. So it's not like having the 5-cost swing helps. I'll trash the Burgess. Activate it right away. Get a 1-cost. We play the Karibu, and we leave it at that. He probably plays like a Jupiter now, buffs these up, gets more. Yeah, this is just. This is gonna be like 10 minutes, this game, of me bitching about Emu. Mm. But hey, as Teach players, I think we can all relate to that a little bit. I think the 9 we just take, next turn we play, yeah, just let it happen. Okay, another brick. I'll trash 2 bricks, but I guess I can play. If I could trash the Burgess, then I could. Then I can combine the Kuzan with Workery to grab another Burgess. The thing is, on 8 next turn, right? He is going to be removing these from the board. However, if I leave them on the board, he has like 4 7k swings at least, on top of the additional swings, the additional swing he gets from the Nustro. I can block one, I can block another with the Workery and tank one. So I would need to counter out of 2 attacks. If I could play the 10-cost Teach, then it would be easier. I would need to counter out of 2 attacks, which is difficult, because I think he can make them like 9 each. No, not quite. He needs 4, so he has 6. So he can do 6 left, so he can do like. He probably starts with 7. The thing is, I don't have counter in hand. I just don't. So we will have to put up another blocker or remove a little bit of the board. Do we get? Yeah, I think we no. If we trash an extra card, we get the Burgess higher, and then they have a much easier time killing, which I think will be worth because I have all the bricks. So I could play Kuzan into a blocker. Shiryu, Devon would be better, but I don't have one. We just take the counter here. We trash. We get the Kuzan draw, we get the Workery draw, so that's 2. Trash 2, then I can probably kill these without much trouble. Let's see how he reacts to just a 5k swing here, because I'm gonna do that one way or another. Okay, he lets it go. That makes this a lot easier. 3 things we can block, so we just need to counter out of 1. But he can make them higher since you have 6 on, so he can do like... Basically, he can do 999. No, he can't. Um, he has 6, so he can do like 8, 8, 9, 9. So I need to counter out of an 8 swing, which I currently cannot. Not even close. Especially if I drop the Burgess and play the War Curie. So I have to grab 2 blockers basically. Let's see what I grab with this, because, well, kind of have to see what happens with it, but I can probably clear that then, right? So if I trash this, and I also trash, I don't need to, I can play this first, no. Enters the Burgess, now 9 into this, and then Kuzan War Curie is fine. Okay, so he lets go of the board easier than I thought. I was worried he might... I think I just grabbed Burgess, right? He has 3 swings. I can counter out of 3. I'll be fine. I guess I can negate, but then I can probably counter, so it's fine. Nice, I got a 2k. Okay, and then the War Curie, and then we leave it at that. So he has these 2 swings. If he swings 7 at any point, I counter out of it, and then I just don't have to worry about it anymore. If he wants to play the 10 cost, and then he also has the... Yeah, so we just counter out of this. I was wondering, like, round death is 3, the 10 cost 4, that leaves him 3 down to swing, so since he probably wouldn't get to 20, he can do, like, 7, 7, 8, I guess. Okay, there's the full board. 1 rusher, which we block with Caribou, and 1 hit, which we just take. I mean, we take this. I don't know how easily we have access to black holes from here on. There's 1 in our trash. We will see 5 cards. That is not a lot. If we play the War Curie, if we drop the War Curie, we get to draw another card, but if he swings, we just take the life. Like, no way around that. Unless, of course, he swings into the Burgess, but I doubt it. Yeah, so we take that. Okay, doesn't really help. I can use it to, like, draw and cycle to see if I find a black hole. War Curie. Do I drop the swing at a hope for a black hole? If it gets me a black hole, that's of course super worth, but if it's not, then it's mildly not worth. Many swings are a pain for him. Like, I think I just hope I find one naturally and use this as an extra 7k swing. Yeah, leaves the rest up. Is there any chance I win by playing a 10 cost? There is not. There's a My Age that we will take. It actually does get me to the next interval of Burgesses, so it's worth playing even just for damage. There's 1 black hole. We get rid of the War Curie. We have 5 down left, so we do like 7, 8. 1 of the Burgesses gets blocked. 2 of those can get tanked by life, which means we lose, right? He needs to counter out of the 7k and the 8k, which 2 events will do. Then he will have enough board. Yeah, basically we would need 2 black holes, and then he would still potentially be able to counter out of 1 of the 11k swings, since these would be a lot smaller. But there is nothing else to do, so War Curie, I guess maybe instead of 7, 8, does it make a difference? It's 2 events. If he has 2 events, then 6, 9, this will still counter that, and a 2k. I guess it's slightly more difficult to beat with his like 4k events. If I do 4, 6. Yeah. 6, 4, gets a 2k, event 1k, and we lose. But There's some routes where that's not enough. Basically, yeah. Okay, so he has the 2k, and now we see if he has an event or more. Okay. Well, we can't get more than 11, so swing, swing, swing. He wouldn't, but like he can tease if he wants to, just to be a dick. But yeah, we tried. Yeah. Was it close? No, it wasn't. He had another event, and he had 2 more 1Ks, so he was just being a dick. Well, that's unfortunate. That is our 3rd loss. Out of I think like 17 games. Of the games that I lost, of the 3, but 2 of them were emu. That's kind of sad, isn't it? That even in the new meta, the main pain in the ass is just emu. Now we wait. Next game. Roger. Alright, I'm fine with that. I guess there's with Roger there's slight disagreement. I think 2 of these is fine. We would prefer stage or Lafitte, but there's a good chance we find them with this, so. And Mage does have its advantages. If he kept his hand, it means he maybe just has the Shanks. Turning off on plays at 1 is a bit, yeah, it does have the Shanks, so that's unfortunate. Kind of a 1-for-1. So it's the buggy, so at least I don't have to like ponder whether or not. Okay, so still I play Lafitte because Lafitte first because I have a better chance of finding stage. And if I find stage, then I would prefer that over the my age. And I do find stage. I find a lot of stages. Well, I'm happy about that because I don't really want them to draw them in the future. Finger pistol. Guess it might have a target or 2 to get rid of. We're getting rid of this Burgess here. Do I need the Shiryu for anything? Not. Yeah, there's like the 3 cost. He's annoying. Grab a Kuzan. No, Karibu's better than stronger. And now, sadly, we start just trashing. We have to prevent the ramp. Now, it'll be problematic if he has the event. He doesn't. So, Shiryu's nice against this. I think I just grab him out right away because it prevents him from ever getting a swing off with it. Doesn't mean we lose the Shiryu. I don't want the 10 cost. Let's see what we get here. Another Kuzan. I don't have Burgesses to bring out with the Kuzans. Suppose I'm planning on using one for the Shiryu. I'll still take a my age over it. Is it worth bringing out that, or do I just go straight for the Burgess? I'll have big Burgesses quickly. So I'm just gonna go for leaning towards Burgess. Question now is, do I grab it right away or do I take the free swing? It's a bigger swing. I don't have another like rested Burgess that he would swing into, so that speaks for keeping him on the board. He won't have anything rested right away, except for the bullet maybe, and that I would prefer to swing at with the smaller body. So we leave it at that. We do of course prevent his trash. We don't his ramp. So we're in a pretty solid situation like this. I would counter with the 2k here if I could, just in case anybody was wondering. But I can't, so I don't. Caribou is of course interesting. Now I have the 2k, but it's a Caribou. Next turn I think I'll play Kuzan double my age, so I'm fine defending like this here. Another bullet. Okay, well I guess that means that Shiryu is guaranteed. No, it's actually not, because I'm killing one of them now. Unless he defends it against two 5k swings. In that case, I will actually switch to Shiryu, kill one of them. Okay, he doesn't. So then we do 5 life. Burgess, my age. No, not Burgess, my age. Burgess, my age Caribou. 6 cost Kuzan. That's actually tempting. Get a free block off instead of the Caribou. Yeah. My age, grab. I think it's time for 10 costs. Play the 6 cost Kuzan. Trash. I don't think finger gun really is that important anymore. The things are getting too big to matter. Second Burgess. Teach is nice, but I need more Burgesses. And once again, we turn off on plays and set up a Burgess to be ready. This will die, and I can either grab a Burgess right away or just grab a Kuzan. If he swings 6, I will counter out of it with the Caribou, because I'm relatively low. So yeah, I'll just do it like that. I guess no, he can't play the rally. He never could. I grab. Is it worth it grabbing the 5 cost here? Because I can still use it as a swing phase. I'll have arrested Burgess anyways, so I don't need to worry about like a target. So I'll grab the Burgess. More tempo, more threat, quicker. Bon. Okay. In that case, Kuzan Shiryu. Yeah, Kuzan Shiryu really is the answer here. And then with the rest, I do a bit of setup. Boom. I guess take it 2k. Kuzan and now we're not. All right, we will actually go to 10, but I doubt he would defend it that passionately. Kuzan grabs Shiryu. We have 3 left. We play Lafitte. Maybe we draw like another mage or something. Guess it kind of depends on what we draw here. Oh, nice, a blocker. Yeah, so we just play that and Lafitte and 5 life. We play the Lafitte. We use it to grab a Burgess, because we're gonna trash the Burgess, to grab a Kuzan, and then leader ability to. He's at 10, so I guess I don't actually need to leader ability. What could he hit me with? The Rayleigh rests a 5 cost. Does the Rayleigh rest a base 5 cost? Roger, OP14 Decklist. Let's look at that. What is he? Or what is Rayleigh? With a cost of 5 or less. Okay, so he can't rest the Shiryu, which means we don't really care about him. The only on plays he has. There's the 8 cost Roger. So he can go up to 9,000, and that would be good for defensive maneuvers, but I think it's fine for me. I still eat a little bit at his cards. And I am honestly, he can't play the 10 costs, right? Yeah, he actually can't play the 10 costs, so on plays are somewhat of a possibility for him. So we'll trash, I guess, the Kuzan. And then we swing 10 into this. It's gone, and we swing 10 into this. He takes that as well. We play a Vivi. Life is good. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's unfortunate. I can't actually proc the trigger to kill Bond, but he has to swing with the Bond now, and I have to block it, so. I guess I don't need to block it with Shiryu, I can block it with the Vivi. Because I can just swing into this naturally. Well, I guess I can block with Shiryu, use it to give Sanji, and then next turn... I swing into that like this. And then I don't need to use a Burgess swing on the Sanji. Rid of it. I guess Rally is annoying, but now we just tank that. Another 10 cost, cool. I don't think it will be needed. We just swing into this. We 10 cost, stun his thingy. We will get one higher. I don't want to deal with any annoying on plays. For the rally one actually rests this Vivi, which I would like to not happen. And then we swing 11 onto 7 twice. Actually, no, we don't. Am I dead to Roger? I'm not. He can swing twice, and this is stunned anyways. So he swings once for 7, which I cannot counter out of, but who cares? I guess it lets him kill. It lets him do 1 life and get rid of 1 Burgess with the Roger swing. Then he's at 0 life, 0 blockers. Yeah, it's not gonna work for him. Okay. There you go. Play Roger if you'd like. Yeah, GG. He was doomed. The best thing he could try, he just has he doesn't have anything that he could play the Uta with, so he has no blockers. So all he can do is play the Roger, kill one of these. Would be really funny if he plays the Roger and swings life, and then I negate the Roger. That would just be perfect. Just really funny actually, but not that it matters. He swings first with that, kills a Burgess. He swings 7 life. I go down to 1. He has no life, no blockers, and I still have a Teach and a Burgess. And then I can do like, whatever I feel like, I guess. Just 22 face. And he can do, is not even if these were all 2Ks, he would go 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23. He had 1 card left, and then I'd come another Burgess swing, so nice. Another win. I wonder if we're close to 20 yet. Probably. I've come to a tragic realization. The Roger game I played in the Western format, so it doesn't count. That is really sad. That is really sad. Okay, Doffy. Alright, we lost this last time. So I'm 0-1 against this. I think I'm fine. Yeah, I go first here, I think. Just nicer. Searchers. Okay, that is literally every searcher I have. So, nice. I really would like to avenge myself here. Stage. I want the black hole for some of this stuff, but I think it's too early. 5 cost Kuzan is nice here. On plays, he has none really. He just has like the activate main sugar, which he will let die. As tempting as it is, like kind of with Rodernante, you would protect your sugar, right, in this way. But it costs him a Dawn, so he would never do that. Would have been nice to have the... I guess I could have played the Lafitte, huh? And then I would now have the combo. So, potentially a mistake. Or not potentially, but just a mistake. We want black hole on top here. because it is really nice in this matchup. Next up, we're at 5, so we don't want to set up like a Lafitte that we can't use. Just play Mage, we grab, I guess a 2k maybe, or just another Kuzan. On 7, I'll probably play this Kuzan, not this Kuzan, so I'll take a 2k and just trash, I suppose, the Lafitte. There's the first Burgess, finally. And now he has on ramp on play, so we drop the Burgess. There's that. 5 life. He had nothing to play on 4. Well, he might have had something, but just wouldn't want to swing with it. Do I immediately go? Not really. He might play, like, probably gonna play something that has relatively low defense and just run me into it. I don't want the 10 cost teach yet, so I will just grab a 10 cost, a 1 cost. I will need to note that, oh, one place, almost forgot, that there's another one at the bottom of my deck, so I have to be careful. If I find any more teaches, I will need to keep them. One might be in my life, hard to say. I would have actually taken a teach there if I was on my even curve, just because I see it sooner. I will take a life here, I think. I'm running out of cards. Another Kuzan, sure. Okay, there, so he can redirect me, and the Virgo drops as well. Annoying. One will get redirected, so he just gets his search, like D-ramp, ramp, does nothing. And then I think we just play 6 cost my age, or do we play Kuzan my age Caribou? Or Kuzan Caribou. Either way, I'm doing 2 5k swings life. One will get redirected to the Dellinger, and one will eat a card from his hand. Okay. He just... Okay. In that case, do I even attack here? I mean, I know it's just gonna give him a free search. If I don't, he gets to keep the Dellinger. But Dellinger is pretty useless. Later on, he'll have other targets he wants to send me into. So, I guess it's nice to just be rid of it, huh? Wish I had like a lower, like a Dock Q that negates the effect first, you know? This was debatable. Like, potentially you just like deny it, but I feel like at some point he will get the Dillinger value. And this way I got the baby 5. That I will black hole at some point. Oh, right, no, because Virgo is a great and fair card. Do I just get rid of him? That is one option. Oh no, I don't have black hole. What am I talking about? We grab Burgess. Now I have a black hole. So with the 2, I could still do the My Age Caribou, and I would be rid of this annoying piece of shit. Yeah, I think it's the way to go. Let's My Age first. I think we take the black hole. The Burgesses and trash is fine for us. And then we play the stronger. We trash, I suppose, this Kuzan, even -2. I'll black hole this. We trash this Shiryu. We grab the stronger. Not like we have a choice. And then we also play Caribou. And then we also trash. Are we at 10 next turn? No. We trash the stronger. You know, this would be a good spot if we just had like one more Kuzan, you know? One more Burgess to establish with. He hasn't really deramped at all. Looks like that's how they play this a good amount of the time. My age, think, I mean, I'll just trash it, so it doesn't really matter much. I'm playing, yeah, doesn't really matter much. Yeah, okay, 10 cost teach now, which means I would have to trash a black hole if I play this Caribou. Mm, the 10, I won't get to 11. I play this, then I have 2 done left. Either I play Caribou, but then I need to trash Black Hole, which will be problematic once he gets the baby 5, but I suppose with the 10 cost, I can deny him from healing that way, but that's only as long as I chain 10 cost. As soon as he gets a chance, he can heal with the baby 5. So for that, I would like to have Black Hole, but having the extra blocker is just nice. To be fair, if I don't play the blocker, I get a 7k swing, which is much more of a pain for him. So I think that's actually the route I will go down. Lets me keep the Black Hole. I get an extra card from him. It's worth it, I believe. I think otherwise I would have gone for the Caribou play. How many Black Holes are already gone? I used one, but I don't know. Okay, he actually takes that. That's one, and that's another, yeah. So this is like the third one, and there's only one left somewhere in my deck. Hmm. He might play something like I guess he's probably gonna play the 10 cost. If he plays something like the baby 5, I just stun this Doffy, well, both Doffys, and I can ignore that for a turn. And after that, I would Black Hole go for game. If he swings with this, he knows he's giving me another Burgess, but is he? Yeah, he is. Which means I probably have to take this. Hmm. I'm worried about just dying to, multiple bodies, but he's worried now. Like, do I even swing? Yeah, okay, he decides that he does. It would be nice to take Devon, right, and try the leader swing, but I can't turn off his leader ability then, so he would just redirect it. So this is always going to be a Burgess. And there's the Virgo, and there's the Dellinger, and there's the baby 5. Okay, so the Dellinger is useless, the baby 5 is useless. And I just stun, I guess, the Doffy. Mm. The Black Hole will stop me from killing baby 5, but it does not stop me from negating her effect. So then, like the turn after this, right? Like I always play Tango's Teach here. I guess, and the person will be back afterwards anyways. I don't think the -1 here is a problem for him, but I also don't think the -2000 onto my Burgess is a threat for it to die. So 10 cost, stun the Doffy here for the bigger swing. Trash a Kuzan. Yeah, we just grab this to trash it. And leader and bigger swing. And now 5, 11, 11. Okay. Comfy spot. He has 2 swings. I have 2 life and 2 blockers, so I'm not gonna die here. I guess I would die to Dead Man's Game, which does not exist in his color. So I should be fine. I think he's just cooked. He'll have the leader ability, which deals with 1 attack. It'll go into the Dellinger, so he gets a search, gets sugar, okay. Probably looking for counter events. He has that bullet string thing that gives his leader, like, buff for the entire turn, but... Oof. So, I think if find the 10 cost, I still play the 10 cost, even if it costs me 6 extra Dawn to prevent the baby. It also prevents him from delaying it to something else, which is, you know, another free swing. I think we just take this just in hope of finding a 10 cost teach. Sadly, I can't search for it with Lafitte, but you know, what can you do? Okay, come on. 10 cost? No. Another black hole. I don't think there's a point to killing the Dellinger with the 4. He'll direct it to something else. I mean, he'll be forced to direct it to, you know, something bigger and make that die. But I guess it's worth considering, right? If I do double black hole, yeah, he has so many events. It doesn't. I need the extra Dawn, so I just go. Can I go to? Yeah, I can. I will go to 28, so it'll be like 11, 12, 12, 12. The first 11 one gets negated, and then we have 12, 12, 12. And he has a good amount of events. 12, 12, 12. One bullet string. He's at 9 for that fight. I think he's still dead. And I also don't think that I can go for a control route. I mean, these aren't really swings, so he only has 3 swings. If I play Kuzan, I would have 3 blockers and a life. Nullify. He can stop, basically. But he can't stop the nullification. If he wants to go -1, doesn't really matter, he'll do it. Exactly. 11, 12, 12, 12. The last swing gets switched over to the Dellinger, or maybe even the first one just because of the search. Three events. Does he have more events than the like 1 cost event? Oh, his slow beam sword, right, they played that. Okay, that's actually a problem. If he has 2 of those, then the first swing gets sent on, and then the second swing gets countered by a double slow beam, resting the other 2. If he has the slow beam sword twice. Up to one of your earlier character cards gains 2000, then rest up to one of your opponent's characters. Okay, so that would actually be a problem. Can I go for control here? If I play Kuzan, I have 3 blockers, but if I swing slow beam, I can't freeze here. I need to go for game, right? That's basically the situation I'm in. So yeah, 10 cost teach would have probably been like the most, you know, fluid answer, but let's see what he does. There's a lot of things that would be problematic for me here, like multiple bullet strings, multiple slow beams, and he has so many cards in hand that I think 1 slow beam, 1 bullet string would already be bad enough for me. However, a lot of times people just don't have all that stuff. Okay, so he has 1 slow beam. Counters out of that, keeps his leader ability. Okay, so he doesn't have more than 1 slow beam, so that's good, and he doesn't have bullet string. So from here on, we just go to 28. 1 gets negated through his leader ability, and then the other, he has a good amount of cards to. He has 6 cards and 4 Dawn to counter out of a 12k swing. That is very possible, so we just have to pray. I suppose the question is also, Yeah, easy, easy. Okay, we're 1-1 against Doffy. I would have felt kind of sad if if we went 0-2. Once again, I have to think about how well I would have done with a KO engine. The Virgo dropped just on time, so killing it is kind of difficult. We killed one with, stronger black hole, so, that's nice. He can't kill it with the engine. The higher costs, like he would need a lot of the augers and stuff. I think he wouldn't be able to kill. I think this is still the better way against the Doffy deck. That's one of the only ones we've had difficulty with. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed the video and the games. Obviously nice that we were able to play against OP14 leaders and win all of those games. Losing to Emu is unfortunate, but it just happens sometimes. The OP14 will be out in the West relatively soon, so I look forward to climbing the ladder as soon as that happens, and I'll be putting out videos then. Until then, I've got some other videos planned. Subscribe if you haven't, like, etc. Join the Discord, and I will see you either on the Discord or in the next video.